Prelude to Cush, by L. James Bolin, is a newly released book that delves into the author's thoughts, ideas, philosophy, trials, and tribulations spanning from 1984 to 2021, all of which served as the foundation for his novel, Cush Sovereignty. Comprising a compilation of short stories and poetry, this work is a reflection of the author's inspirations and innermost sentiments. Within these pages, readers will encounter not only his evolving beliefs but also the lessons he gleaned along the way, as evidenced by any apparent contradictions in his writings. Through his poignant poetry and evocative short stories, one can discern the varying contexts of the author's life experiences, offering glimpses into his age and the circumstances surrounding each piece. Throughout these narratives, Bolin channels his emotions stemming from the realities of residing in an imperfect world. Bolin categorizes his works into three thematic sections: African pride and pain, love and sex, and spirituality. African Pride and Pain intimately explores his reflections on racism and its manifold repercussions, influenced by his upbringing in the American South. Love and Sex delves into his complex emotions surrounding love, friendship, and betrayal. Lastly, Spirituality encapsulates his encounters with individuals who worshipped various entities, be they people, places, or things. While Bolin makes no claims of perfection, he ardently depicts his aspiration to become a better individual through his writing. He hopes that the essence conveyed within these pages resonates with readers, fostering understanding and empathy for the human experience.
Cush Sovereignty is an enthralling four-part series that delves into the epic journey of three generations striving for ultimate peace for humanity. The series commences with Volume 1, Black Righteousness, followed by Black Love, Abooksigun, The Other Side of Nowhere, and culminates with Am Cush. The narrative unfolds the sacrifices, obedience, and humility required to attain a blissful life in paradise. Volume 1 serves as an introduction to the family's history and their unwavering devotion to their god, Sabaoth. The narrative takes an intriguing turn with the introduction of the Abenians, an alien race that rescues Earth from an apocalyptic explosion caused by human negligence and greed. The Abenians, characterized by their eternal youth and beauty, impose their laws and customs on humanity, categorizing them into Kompyutans, Wakatilians, and Anakataas based on DNA, not intelligence or race. The story is propelled by Liberté, a humble and naive young Wakatilian man from Lake Providence, Louisiana, renamed Wanyanyekevu by Sabaoth. A man of few spoken words but a prolific writer, Wanyanyekevu embarks on a journey across the United States, driven by his divine mission. He is trained by an entity sent by Sabaoth and gathers a group of followers who accompany him to his destination, Arizona. Endowed with the unique ability to see 10 minutes into the future and into people's hearts, Wanyanyekevu guides his followers to discover their innate supernatural gifts. His solitary journey evolves into a growing army of Anakataas and a few Kompyutans, all willing to serve Sabaoth. These warriors, known as the Mestizos, train under Wanyanyekevu's leadership in the Arizona desert, battling a ruthless tyrant from El Paso, Texas, and waging war in Mexico. Their victories lead to the unearthing of the Abenians' sadistic rituals and hidden agendas, adding a thrilling twist to the narrative. The people who were once empty, the Mestizos, are now filled with supernatural powers and the strength of Sabaoth. The story continues with Mamaline as she narrates the story of Wanyanyekevu. Volume 2, Black Love of the Cush Sovereignty series, continues where Black Righteousness left off. A tale of love, war, and peace. After eliminating the city of evil and wicked citizens, Wanyanyekevu meets the final two people, including his wife, Anaya, known as the Council of 12. Wanyanyekevu builds a family, takes control of the land, and builds a fortified city of faithful followers and a military force that is ruthless and untouchable to the evil forces of the Abenians. The Mestizos grow to a population that spans throughout southern Arizona and central Mexico. Furious about his progress, the Abenians' leader is forced to show himself but is forbidden to wage war until a particular time. As that time nears, the children and the elderly must return to Wanyanyekevu's hometown of Tallulah, Louisiana, until instructed by Sabaoth.
Abooksigun, The Other Side of Nowhere is part 3 of the 4-part series of Cush Sovereignty. The evil Abenians have been forced off-world by Wanyanyekevu and the Council of 12. Abooksigun, Wanyanyekevu's son, and his trusted friend, Dung, are lost along New Orleans Islands before being captured and placed in chains as slaves. Traveling to New York as slaves, they fought for their freedom aboard the ship called Horseshoe. Abooksigun and Dung liberate these slaves, and Sabaoth sends them to the City of Crypto, New York City. The largest metro in the Western Hemisphere is conquered by 30 additional chosen men who call themselves the Dirty 30. Abooksigun and Dung face the difficult task of making warriors out of a group of people with low self-esteem, doubt, and worthlessness. In his ranks are a set of Egyptian twins, Akunsimbel and Akatakananu, with remarkable strength and power. These newly trained warriors must first swallow their pride and accept their differences in order to fight a powerful and evil Abenian named Batet, who has tormented and cursed the twins since their birth.